my playlist is like, it's just, oh gosh, I've got Boz Scaggs and I've got Theory of a Dead Man. They're like one of my new favorites.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theory
Yeah.
of a Dead Man, that Bad Girlfriend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's a bitch.
Yeah, mom can throw down. Yeah.
And,
Well, mom said something very interesting where she was like, I've heard this stuff, over and over and over again. Alan and I were talking one day at work. This was a couple years ago. And he said something like that, where it's like, dude, I don't want to throw on, like 1065 or whatever it is. He's like, I've heard AC/DC's, Hell's Bells and all this stuff 100,000 times.
yeah.
Give me something new.
Give me something new. So yeah, I do want to listen to 88.1 just because Forgot About Dre's on again. Well, I've only heard that 8,000 times. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's the fact that like it does get old.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks, because like finding new people to listen to, I think like mom was saying, like you do open up that world, and like now you have, so many things like she said, you've been missing, and I didn't know I was missing too. So like, that's very interesting that we both have the same, I guess, kind of view on the music. Like we don't listen to the radio a whole lot. And now we found all these genres. We're like, wow, why didn't I pay attention to this? Because I have so much to listen to.
And if I am listening to the radio, I gravitate to what is classic rock.
Right.
Classic rock is what I know.
Bro, classic rock now is like Nickelback. Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah, don't go to the grocery store. You'll cry.
No,
It's what they play.
Yeah. Like classic rock now is, buddy, the shit we listen to. Like not even like mom stuff, like the shit we listen to.
I mean,
Mom stuff.
so like,
I don't think Kyle's okay over there.
I just like, it's like, it was kind
Mom's
of
is like oldies, not like seriously.
well, it's what's interesting was
I got really hype about that.
It's this weird thing that happens where I won't divulge the names here, but I was over at a friend's place and their younger sibling was in the room while we were talking. And I think we were watching something that there was like some guy on a motorcycle that was looking really cool. And I'm like, yeah, man, he's got that cool swag. He's got that coolness to him, like the Fonz. And I heard these words put together in the English language. I had never heard it before. And this kid looked at me and went, who's the Fonz?
Oh, right in the heart.
And I remember having this moment of realizing that I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah, at that point I was like 27 or something like that. So it's like, I started to kind of realize it then, but again, like since we don't listen to the radio, I never would have known that it's like classic, like our classic rock or the things that we listen to and stuff. It is considered to be very old. Like 1980 isn't 20 years ago. It's 40 or it's that or whatever.
Fuck off.
I mean that with the utmost respect.
He didn't say World War II, Eric. He said,
Jesus.
It's just, it's interesting to me. I think that it's, having that, mortality check, but in the same hand too, is that you're like, you've talked about it before, Mom, like whenever you've watched different reactors, like, people that are discovering Queen for the first time or people that are hearing, stuff where I think we've talked about it either on the podcast or the reaction channel, where it's like, when somebody new takes in something that we've grown up with and that we've just, grown close to and we adore.
and we've taken for granted.
Right. It's like in 30 years later, this person is listening to this song for the first time and it still nails it the way that it nailed our minds. Like, it's just, there's something so cool about that.
When I see somebody hear Journey for the first time, Steve Perry's voice, or Boston for the first time.
Yeah.
Those people people don't know something like that existed in this world, because it was just such raw, just guts and guitar and real vocals.
Just talent.
You just had to be fucking talented.
Yeah, for sure.
To do that. And I see somebody have an attack over listening to that one cool song, and I get almost jealous because man, they're hearing that for the first time.
Yep.
If you could erase your memory and do that again. Yeah.
I think that's a lot of times why I do it. It's and it makes me appreciate what I grew up with more. And yet you guys on Riker Road make me appreciate now what I didn't know either.
Right.
So
yeah, it's wild.
It's
so
cool.
I mean, with all that, it's the fact of like, growing up listening to what you listen to and what I listen to now is very different. Very, very different. But the thing is that I think the taste and everything that I have is still there. It's just in a different genre. I don't put a filler stuff. Get it out of here. Like, I don't like fluff rap. You didn't like bullshit rock. I mean, I'm sure there was a couple things that were like, oh, kind of like a mumble rap for me or whatever, where it's like, you know, it's your guilty pleasure. But I think that was just instilled in me in every angle, where the music that I grew up listening to and the music I listen to now has a similarity to me. And it's because, well, we've said it before, it's the people who influenced us on music.
Yes.
And Mom was a big one. Aunt Heidi was a big one. Your biological father was a big one.
Yeah.
But again, then we kind of took off on our own, you know, friends and, you know, all this stuff. And then, like you said, you found Slipknot. I found Tupac and NWA and, you know, 2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
It's weird how that happens, but dude, I would never take it back. And the thing is that Mom being so open to some of this new stuff is really cool, because it's like,
bro,
it's like, it's
cool.
Almost one of those like, Mom, I was trying, see, like, see how cool this is. Like, you know, and that's the thing is that she didn't see. She wasn't paying attention to that. And it's not her fault. It's just the fact of, we grew up in a time that the music that we listened to was fucking bad news. And it was all over the news. And people are gonna, you know, unalive people and all this stuff. No, it's just, but that's what we had. And, you know, Mom was just looking out for us because she's a mom. She was trying to do the right thing.